everyone. It's your girl, Brianna Blair, better known as Bay Charles, the exotic blind dancer. And I've been kicking it today with my boy, Anthony Parker, on the Third Eye Vision.
Our Visions, where we motivate the blind, stimulate your mind, and welcome all kind. Today, we are joined in conjunction with Jennefer's Open Book. We are doing another collaboration, and the title is Doing It in the Dark, and we're going to be talking about, do blind people watch porn? I'm going to bring in my comrade. What's up, girl?
Hey, you ready?
She's back.
You ready?
I stay there. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, share. Ain't that right, Jennifer? This should be shared.
Yes, share.
That's the only way we can get this information out. Now, it's late at night. We're gonna do it again in the dark. Excuse me. And we're gonna be talking about, do blind people watch porn? Briefly, Jennefer, if they don't know who you are, take 10 seconds out and tell them who you are right there.
10 seconds. I'm Jennefer. I'm from Jennefer's Open Book. Try to go over there, subscribe. Catch me on Facebook under Jennefer Janelle, JINNERFER, JINNELLE. You can send me a message, send me a friend request, whatever. I'll let y'all see you over there.
Okay, so let's jump into the title as we do it in the dark, another series. Do blind people watch porn? We're gonna get right to it, and we are not gonna cut any corners. I'm gonna ask Jennefer, do you watch porn?
Am I allowed not to have a filter? First of all, let me ask you over here tonight for this particular show. Can I go filterless over here?
You can go filterless.
Stop right there.
Yeah, I'll stop right there. Oh, before we go into, I don't want nobody to say, well, how do they watch? We're gonna touch on that. Blind people can't see, so we just use that word because that it sounds better than just listen. But either word is interchangeable. I say watch, you say listen, you say potato, I say potato, so it's all the same. So anyway, go ahead. Let's get into it.
Okay, so you asked me, do I watch porn?
Mm-hmm.
As in, like. Currently. No, I don't watch it anymore. I used to. Now I have an Audible subscription, so I listen to a lot of books, and most of my books are paranormal romance or some kind of romance. So I think that they have maybe the same or even a better effect than porn.
Okay. Well, since the title of this video is, do blind people watch porn? I can't speak for all the blind people, but hell yeah, I watch, listen to it, and all that, and I love. I don't want to sound like a pervert, but I love porn, but I also love sex as well. So my question to you again, because we don't want to be talking about romance, we want to talk about the porn, the filthy, downright porn. You know what I'm talking about? Do you?
It doesn't even have to be like that, but most of the time it is. But I've learned a lot. I see them as educational programming, like National Geographics.
Now, she says she sees porn as educational. What is educational about? Slapping, whipping, chains, if you're into all that, talking dirty after dark or in the dark or doing it in the dark. What's sexy? What's educational about that?
What's educational is, I think people who cite it, who watch it, learn a lot. I mean, you learn different positions. You can learn different ways of doing things. I learned a lot from it, and being blind is weird that I learned a lot from the sound. And I learned a lot of what I know about sex from sound.
Now let's go deeper into that, because that's how I learn about the sounds, and that is one thing that turned me on. But what do you mean by you learn a lot?
So I was not. Somebody asked me once how I gave a blowjob. And I told them I just did it, and I learned from porn. And she's like, how? I was like, well, I listened to the sounds that the chick made in a movie, and I thought to myself, how can I figure out, like, what can I do to make that sound and make him make that sound? And I mean, I experimented and I learned.
Okay, without being too graphic, are you good at it? Not, you know.
I don't know. I never gave myself a blowjob. I have been told that I am good at it. Yes.
Okay, so you see us. We do like watch porn, and the next thing that I want to talk about in relation to watching porn, what does it do for you? Because for me, it gets me aroused. It gets me to where I need to be at and what have you. Not saying that porn is a substitute for the actual thing, but sometimes when you just can't get it when you can, you just resort to the other means, porn and Xtube and things of that nature. Not trying to give them plugs, but that's what that's what I resort. What does it do for you, Jennefer?
I'm into like watching it with somebody, and I mean it's almost like foreplay, I want to say. So again, it's the sounds, like you know what's happening and you're listening to the sounds and imagining them in your head. I think, like I said, it have the same effect as somebody actually looking at it. But like I said, I'm into watching it with like my dude or something if I'm with somebody. And like I'm so silly. I'll watch it. I'm like, okay, what they doing? You know what I mean? I'm asking questions like, what is she doing to him? What he doing to her? And when it's over, I'll be like, now let's try some of that.
Okay.
That's why I'm kind of like and that's probably why I don't watch it now, because when I did watch it like by myself, I wasn't getting the same effect. Like it wasn't turning me on at all. It was, it wasn't doing it for me. And when we're talking about watching porn, the reason why I brought up the book thing is because in those books there are explicit descriptions of sex, and if somebody is reading it to you and you're imagining it, trust me, it has the same effect as porn does.
Really?
Because you're imagining. I'm just saying, like, pick up a book, listen to a book, and just like you are listening to somebody describe, actually, like you don't have to guess what's going on in the scene. Somebody's actually describing it to you.
No,
you're imagining it in your head. I'm telling you, it has the same effect.
That's interesting because it does work both ways for me. I've listened to some audiobooks where they describe, but I'm more turned on by the actual listening to the actual porn, and I can really, in most cases, I can make out what they are doing. Because some scenes are they very descriptive. I can't think of the names of one. They're very descriptive, and they tell hey, take your leg, put it here, do this and that third. So yeah, I definitely get excited both ways. Do you substitute was any time you substitute watching or listening to porn as a blind person for the actual, say for instance, you didn't feel like being bothered, so you just gonna turn on something?
Like I said, it just frustrated me, so I'm not really, like, I'm not the person to just turn it on because I'm bored or because I need, like, if I'm not stimulated enough, it's just not happening. You know what I mean? But no, it's not a substitute for anything. No.
Do you think blind people watch more porn than sighted people? Just off the top.
I don't think so. No.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
You think so?
Yeah, because in the most, I'm gonna use me as a man. Like when I was young, when I couldn't get to that person, we would either do this another subject, but phone sex, or either I'll either just listen to some porn and whatnot and get where I need to be at, as opposed to, well, that was back in the days, because now they have Uber, and you can get to, I'm gonna go over to a house and blah blah blah, as opposed to sighted people, they always was able to go borrow their friend's car and go over and do what they have to do. But yeah, I would say to me, it used to substitute at the time, that person, and I just use my imagination and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I beg to differ in that aspect. You said that you no longer watch/listen to porn? Why?
It didn't do anything for me. I got it was boring. After I broke up with my boyfriend, I just didn't have the desire anymore. Like it was really fun watching it with him, and I say like afterwards trying some of the stuff out or just kind of like joking around about it because sometimes it didn't necessarily lead to sex. It was just something to like watch and joke around about. But it just didn't have the same effect when I was watching it by myself.
So what effect were you looking for when you watched porn as a blind person by yourself?
Everybody looking for to get them stimulated, all hot and bothered, hornier.
Okay. Well,
I wish these were questions. I wish I had these questions. I had a boyfriend once. I swear he was addicted to porn. Like that's when we broke up. I put up his file on my computer, and it was nothing but porn. And I'm like, this is what he was doing on my computer all this time. And I asked him one day because I knew he was watching porn. I said, hey, why watch it when you can do it? Because he wouldn't touch me. He just watched porn.
I've heard of couples in that situation that have done that. They would. I get more so. It's more to the effect of like most, like if you with somebody you don't think, okay, just say somebody's into S&M, which I'm not trying to divert, but just you may not figure that this person is into this type of engagement. So by watching porn, there's a variety of different things that one can see and one can choose, as opposed to asking your girlfriend, hey, how about let's swing from the lights, or let's do something crazy. She might like, boy, I don't want to do that, and then that right there can ruin the whole moment and whatnot, and as I, not trying to go deeper into what we're talking about, but that may be the case. Do you think so?
And that might be the case for some people now, but what I was talking about, I don't know what that was about, because I was like willing and ready, like let's go, but he just wanted to look at it.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what kind of weird stuff that was all about. Like, I don't know.
Okay, well, like I said, people have asked me over and over again as a blind person, do I watch porn? And that's why I want to cover this particular topic. Before I end this, do you feel that, and this relates to watching porn, that blind people have a high sex drive, so they have to release a great deal of energy? Because I've heard so many people say that, and that could be the reason why I feel that there are a lot of blind people that may, listen to it. Do you feel that way?
Like, I don't, like, you're talking about blind people in general, and like, I couldn't tell you I ain't in their bedroom. I have a high sex drive. I can tell you that I have an extremely high sex drive, which is why I won't look at porn, because my high sex drive can go dormant. And once it comes out, it's like uncontrollable. So
okay.
I like to leave it alone. I want to leave it tucked right where it is. Right
now. Until I guess it's ready to be released, though.
Yes, just leave that chick where she is.
Okay, well, we don't talk. We don't want you to expose that chick until maybe another edition of Dark. So, with that being said, we're gonna conclude this. I guess the final, and you tell me what you think. The final say is, from our point of view, me and Jennefer, we do. Well, she used to watch porn. We both engaged in watching porn.
I know a few blind people who do watch porn.
So you think sense to say that, yes, we do watch porn?
Yes, we watch porn.
And love it.
Why not?
Why not?
So I would like to find like a blind porn star. That would be awesome.
Well, we'll work on that. You work on that, since you're out there where they actually, where sex is just.
I don't know what's going on out here.
West Coast.
I don't know what's going on out here.
Y'all continue to subscribe to both shows, the Third Eye Vision and Jennefer's Open Book, because it's going to be on both channels. And I hope you enjoy, maybe learn a little something. We're just trying to give you a little bit into our lives, indulge a little bit, so we can feel relatable and what have you. So with that being said, Jennefer, you can take us out, and we'll close this topic of doing it in the dark. Another edition. You have anything to say?
I know.
Okay. Well,
I said what I said. I meant what I said. I love you.
Let me go let her watch her porn, and I'm out.
That's right. We're on live. We're going to get this thing done one way or another. What's up to y'all?